Hi, I'm Monica Shah from Revenue Breakthrough, and this is the Make More Money series. Now, it is the Monday before Christmas, so you might be wondering, what the heck is Monica going to talk about today? I mean, no one's really thinking about making more money right now. It's usually post-Christmas that we all start thinking about that. So one of the things I want to talk about today is 3 ways to really rest, relax, and have fun with family over the holidays. Now, one of the things that I notice a lot with my clients is that as you get more successful in your business, you have a tendency to forget all about rest, relaxation, and fun time. And it can even get to the point where you don't even know what to do with your friends and your family other than fall into the same old groove of being the youngest in the family or that crazy middle child or the responsible oldest one. And it just kind of everything always goes the same. So I'm here to give you some fresh ideas on how you can enjoy the next 2 weeks, whether you're taking 1 day off, 3 days off, or the whole 2 weeks off, and actually spend some new, energizing, refreshing time with your family and your friends. Now, these are things that are tried and true. My husband Jay and I do them with our families all the time, and we find it just brings a fresh energy to the table. So the first thing that I want to introduce to you is these question cards. So there's 2 different games here, and one of them, just in case you can't see it, they're from the company After Dinner Amusements. And the first one's called How Well Do You Know Me? And the second one is called Do You Remember? And you can get them on Amazon. I'll put the link below in the comments. And notice how small they are. This is our saving grace. So when I'm going out to dinner with my dad, or Jay and I are even going out to dinner, we'll grab one of these puppies, put them in our pocket so that we have something new and different to talk about. Now, maybe you're somebody that always has new and different things to talk about, but if you're anything like me, the conversation can get a little bit stale when you've talked about how the kids are doing for the 50th time, or how your own business is doing, or how the health is doing, and we want to just talk about something different. So what these are question cards, and let me give you some examples of some of the questions on here. So one of them, and this is a really fun one, do you remember your best birthday ever? So you can share that with your friends and family. Do you remember a time when you felt the most proud of your accomplishments? This is what the cards look like. Do you remember a beloved item from your childhood or teen years that you still own? Right? Totally fun questions that you can do with your friends and your family to make things interesting. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is games. Now, again, games can get a little stale, right? If you've played Monopoly over and over again, and every time you play it, the little ones get in a fight with the big ones, the big ones meaning my husband, it can get a little overwhelming at times. So we happen to live in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and there's an amazing game store right around the corner from us. It's called 20-Sided Dice, and they always have really great suggestions for Jay and I when we walk in, and we always get new games before Thanksgiving and Christmas just to keep things fresh. And one of my favorite games of this year that I have been playing with both Jay, it can be 2-person, it can be 3 or 4 or even more. It's called A Ticket to Ride. A Ticket to Ride. And it is a fun game. It's all about creating railroads on a game, and it takes a little while. It'll be like an hour to an hour and a half, so it can take like the whole afternoon of play up, and it's super fun. And games, period, are so fun to play with your family. What I invite you to go to your local game store and see what's up there to pick up new games for the holiday season. Now, the third thing that kind of comes up during this time is not only activities for your friends and your family, but activities for you. Like, what do you do to make things interesting and to make things fun for yourself that are not working? I know for me, I have a tendency, if I've got any kind of downtime, to just grab my computer and just start typing, even if it's sort of mindless work. And I have to actually have like a structured activity in order to keep me from working. And it's a great thing to involve family in, is creating those structured activities. So one that I really love is there's a box company. It's called Adults and Crafts, and they send you a box, and it's a craft, and you can create, and they have enough in there so 2 or sometimes even 3 people can do the craft at once, and it can just be a fun afternoon activity. My husband and I just did one last Saturday, and I'll show you what we created. So we did these, it was these lovely paints that they sent that were these metallic kind of paints. I don't even know the name of them, but it was super fun. And we created these little mini, and they send you the paper, they send you the paint, and they sent us 3 different frames. So my husband created that one. Of course, I created this one. You can see the difference in our style. And I know there's a glare there, so I'm gonna put it over here. And I created this 3rd one as well. Woohoo! Show and tell. Now, I'm not even claiming to be an artist, so don't take this as such. I just know that for me, if there's going to be downtime, I need to be keeping busy in it. Otherwise, I have a tendency to either do mindless work on the computer or just be mindless in front of the television. And I love the television, don't get me wrong, like a couple episodes of Mrs. Maisel never makes me happier, except when it gets to 4 or 5 episodes and I realize that I'm trying to relax, but the TV isn't actually relaxing me. And then one other tip for relaxing over the holidays is a novel. Reading a novel. Now, for some of you, you read novels all the time, and I mean a fiction novel here, not a business book, not a marketing book, not a health or relationships book, not anything that relates to your industry, but something fun and exciting that you can read just for you. Now, my favorite genre, I know, and I can't even believe I'm going to admit this on the camera in front of all of you, but it is young adult fantasy. Oh, I'm a huge CW fan. And so I will read anything young adult fantasy. And I've been reading these wonderful novels with female protagonists in them. I'll give you a couple of suggestions of the things that I've been reading in the comments. But really, this isn't about me or what I'm reading as much as the activity of reading fiction. Because what the activity of reading fiction does is it closes down the frontal cortex of your brain, which is your manager, your to-do list, the thing that's telling you all the time that you've got to be doing something, closes it down, opens up the creative, intuitive parts of your brain so that when you're done reading, even for just like 15 minutes or a half an hour, you feel so much more rested. So on the Monday before Christmas, I know you're probably not thinking about rest and recovery at this exact moment. Hopefully the family stuff is going to appeal to you. But I know after Christmas, when we have some of the downtime over the weekend, you might need some new ideas. And I hope that this helps to create that for you. Game time, question time, art time, recovery time, and enjoying the holidays. Thank you, everyone, and my wish for you, as always, is go out, make tons of money, and make this world a better place. Mwah! Happy New Year, happy early New Year, and happy holidays to all of you. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and leave me a comment with any ahas or questions that you have. Also, if you know anyone who would benefit from this video, please share it so that we can continue to change the money conversation on the planet together. And finally, please check out the video description because there's a link there for a free resource that is going to take this learning even further. Thank you so much, and I so appreciate you.